So I thought this was a very interesting point because you started talking about the level two stuff and you said maybe property management, maybe appraisal companies and things like that. And I think then the common story comes back into our head of like, well, there's 20 property management companies in my area already. There's 20 appraisal companies in my area already. And I really like what you were talking about in the biz opportunity section of just because they're there doesn't mean they're good. And instead of you starting your own, maybe you can buy one or you can find a hole in the market that you can come in and perform just a little bit better than them. So talk a little bit about what that is, because I think that that's really good content for people listening about finding some of the gaps and some of the competition in your market to see if there even is an opportunity for you to come in and solve some problems.
People think they need to be the only player in a market to make a lot of money, and that's simply not true. You have to carve out your piece of the pie, right? So when we started our student storage business, we were doing pickup and delivery storage. So were 20 other businesses. There's 20 other companies doing it at more than one college in the United States that we were competing with. At every college we went to, we had a main competitor that did what we did. We simply studied all of them. We looked at all 20 of these businesses and we figured out what they were doing well and what we could copy and what we could improve upon and what they were doing poorly, right? So we looked at all 20 businesses and we said, oh, this company over here in Bloomington, Indiana does really well with their box deliveries. They deliver packing supplies at these points. It's very efficient. This business up here in Boston, they do a very efficient job doing pickups. They make the clients bring them stuff downstairs. They can show up, they can pick up a lot of stuff really quick. This company over here does a really phenomenal job with their warehouse structure and how it's bought out. This other one does a good scheduling tool where they use Google Sheets to run their schedules. They don't use clipboards. This other one has the best pricing model. This other one does this thing really well with marketing. And we thought, oh, like let's pick the pieces that we like and copy and do a little bit of our own innovation. And before we knew it, I call it a Franken business. We built a business based on all these different parts of other companies, and we were the most efficient, best operators in the business. I love going after sweaty startups and boring opportunities because you can study the competition. They're out there, they're making money. You can look at how they're operating and you can pick and choose what works and copy.